But I think Canadians are reassured and even proud of the fact that we're not the United States. That a prime minister, a political candidate can still walk down the street, talk to people without fear of being attacked, without having to have a phalanx of security guards and RCMP and protective detail to make sure that people don't even get to talk to or engage with anyone who's working hard to be able to represent them and serve them. I think that's something that is very precious. And as we see the slide towards some of the divisiveness we've been shocked and appalled at from the United States over the past while, as we see little pockets of people lashing out in ways that remind us of horrific events like the storming of the Capitol, Canadians need to know that their leaders, that their country is standing firm to not let that happen. Yes, we need to adjust. We need to make sure we're keeping people safe, but we need to not accept that further distancing between people and the people who want to represent them is inevitable or desirable.
It's completely unacceptable to see harassment of political figures, of media. We live in a great democracy, and let's act like we do. We can debate our ideas. I don't agree with the fact we're even having an election. I don't agree with Mr. Trudeau's approach on many things, but I respect his ability to be able to communicate with Canadians free of harassment, intimidation, and violence, and for our media to report on that. And we should remember the country we are, which is a great democracy, that we need to have an election that reflects that. We're trying to run in a pandemic election as safe of a campaign as possible. That's why we use our studio to talk about our recovery plan in person, in the studio, every day in a way that's safe and positive.
So yeah, first of all, it's wrong. And this shouldn't be that the media or that political leaders have to worry about this so much and have to change their plans because of this. But the reality is maybe we do need to be more careful about where we are holding events, do a stronger security analysis, and be careful because I'm not worried about myself ever in these type of circumstances, but I am worried about my team. I'm worried about the people around me. I'm worried about volunteers. I'm worried about the media, and no one should be under the threat of violence or be attacked. And so I think we need to be a bit more careful about where events are being held and acknowledging that there's some troubled folks out there that are resorting to violence, and that means that we've got to be more careful. And so I'm going to make sure that my team does a really strong analysis of the places where we hold our events to make sure that we don't allow for even the potential of this to happen. I don't blame any of the political parties for it, but I think that we do need to be more vigilant now, seeing that as this is happening more often, we've got to be more careful to protect the people around us, the team around us, so that no one is injured, and so we got to be careful.